to the world of Yara. Previously in the Adventures of the Wild Walkers, you all were making your journey through the Galar Mountains, the Mountains of Mourning. Um, you still have a captured uh, hobgoblin who is currently just chilling in the back of your cart. Lady Rhiannon is still with you. As you made progress through the mountains, you eventually kind of stopped climbing and went down into a little valley up in the mountains where there was a frozen over mountain lake, much longer than it was wide, nestled here in the crook of the mountain. You still have some climbing to go. These are not these mountains are not for the faint of heart, and from your understanding of it, they're not even the largest mountains on this island. So it's been a fun time. At this lake, Omenda saw something jutting out of the water out towards the center, went to take a look. Kyra and Ewan also went along. They found a statue sticking out of the ice, made a little hole, went down and discovered it was a statue of a fire giant. Kyra was able to discern that it was, in fact, a statue of a very particular fire giant, one who most people in this world would rather be forgotten to the annals of history. The statue of the general known as Rita Gaur, the general and king of the fire giants who started a whole war, between the giant kin and gods. You guys went up. There was an opening. You went in there. It was very hot. You found some fun items, some inscriptions, and exited. And whilst you were making your way back to the cart, it started to get very, very, very cold. And looking out across the ice, you saw approaching some elemental ice creatures ready to fuck up your day. And so, combat begins.
Oh, shit.
We've got winter bagpipes now, motherfuckers. Even though it is still very much the heat of summer, you're just up high. We rolled initiative in the previous session. I still have it because D&D Beyond for once didn't delete it.
Nice.
And at the top of initiative is Kyra Tornthake. Kyra, you look out and you see these strange kind of glowing orb entities heading towards you with almost like a whirlwind of ice and snow around them, as well as some strange little hook-nosed, very pointy-looking creatures made of ice shards, it looks like. And it's your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, by the love of the hunt. I'm gonna, Can I try and discern what they are?
Sure, make a nature check.
Fuck is that thing check?
The fuck is that thing? It's a 13.
A 13?
A 14.
A 14. With a 14, you're not able to discern what these strange, like whirlwindy type things are. At initial glance, there's some superficial things that make you think of will-o-wisps, but they're not. It's not that, but it's similar. The others, though, you do know what those are. Those are mephits. These are specifically ice mephits. Mephits come in all kinds of strange elemental forms, and usually are found congregating around powerful sources of their preferred element. So these mephits are probably just hangers-on, just here to chill with these guys. So
do they look like they're angry at us and on their way?
They look like they're headed your way. Yeah.
Great. Oh, sweet. I love that. Let's see. I will take my first round and first action I will just drop fairy fire right in the middle of Momo.
Okay.
Kyra lines an arrow, and those around you, those around her, that see, it's an arrow like, almost as if it's ethereal in its own right, and it lights with the same blue flame that she ignites with, and she just fires it straight through. So that's a dex save for all of them. For let's do,
What's the radius on fairy?
it's a 60-foot range and 20 feet square.
20-foot square.
Yeah.
Per.
So I think I can get A and B in one, I think.
I believe you could, yes, get A and B for sure. Yes. You could get A and B and C if you stuck it in the exact right spot.
Okay, I'll just go for it, totally.
Okay. So I will roll for them, and it's a what kind of save?
It's a dex save.
Dex save. We'll do the method first. Natural 1.
Ah!
We'll do the other creatures. That's a crit on the first one.
One crit and then another type of crit.
And then another natural 1.
Oh,
I
well,
rolled
there we go.
121. So,
The duality of man.
You know, I'll
correct.
take it.
so that is going to be, hold on. Hold on.
Hi, Snuggie. Do you want to come here? Come here. Hi, baby.
That guy is fairy fired, and that guy's fairy fired. Alright, they have the pink rings around. It means until the fairy fire dissipates, all attacks against those two have advantage.
Just so you all know, they're cold as fuck. Probably, obviously. Cold area. Never mind, I'm gonna stop talking.
Everybody's nips are rock hard.
Woohoo! Go
So
team.
cold.
We are the Diamond
Good
Walkers.
Jesus.
I think.
Diamond cutters.
You motherfucker, I was swallowing food. I almost just fucking died.
I will, so I have a question. Since I casted Fairy Fire, can I still take my attack?
Nope. That was
No,
if
I thought
it was
so.
an action, then no.
I figured as much, I just wanted to double check. That is all I can do.
Okay. No movement, no bonus.
Oh, actually, I will move. I will duck behind these trees.
Perfect.
Bonus action hide.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Swag.
Swag
What?
on.
Question for the DM.
Ah,
Isn't her last name Thorntake?
torn fake.
Horn fake.
Have I been wrong the whole... Jesus fucking Christ.
There's a reason for it. No.
Ew.
That is a
Snakes or things.
24.
Noted.
Goddamn Mandela effect.
We shall move forward. Olmenda, that's your go, bud.
Alrighty. So I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
Is this... would I be able to get cover from this?
From what?
From the tree?
You could definitely try to hide behind it, but that particularly spindly tree, I would say, wouldn't offer anything more than about half cover.
Okay. I'll probably... Because my idea was I was going to jump into this spindly tree, and from the top, mount my... mount, not really. I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty. My crossbow, and shoot with the walloping bolt.
You could absolutely get into that little spindly tree. You're not very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You're a frog. You can jump. I'm not gonna make you roll anything. You can successfully get into that tree.
And then I'm going to make a ranged attack on is this guy right here, is this one of the methods or whatever?
That's one of the other entities.
Oh, okay. Would I be able to discern what they are?
You can make a nature check.
I'll try it. I'll use them in this new dice. Ooh, that's 13 plus 1 for a 14.
No idea. Again, much like with Kyra, you see a very superficial, with the little glowing orb parts of it. It's a very superficial similarity to Will-o'-the-Wisps, but
Right.
aside from being a glowing orb at the center, it's very different.
Mm-hmm. He's like, well, fuck it, and he just shoots him anyway.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
he's gonna do it, and then he's gonna roll for that. That's pretty bad. I think if I do that, I can.
You have advantage on the attack.
That's right. It's way better. That's gonna be 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Okay, perfect. That's gonna be.
You can sneak attack with this because you had advantage.
What is sneak attack again? I'm very bad at that.
How many levels of rogue are you? Actually,
2.
here I have your character sheet open.
2 levels.
1d6.
D6. Okay.
Yes, at the moment it is 1d6 extra damage.
Cool.
Once per turn.
That. Wait.
So plus sneak attack plus your wallop.
So that'll be 5 plus 2, 7 damage, and then the walloping ammo is a DC 10 strength saving throw to save against being knocked prone.
Okay. What kind of save was it?
Strength.
Strength. It does succeed on the strength save.
Damn. But it does do 7 damage overall, so that's pretty good for me.
7 damage. I don't believe your walloping ammunition counts as magical. Oh, but your crossbow isn't it a +1 crossbow? Didn't you
I
get a
think so. No, it's just a light. I got a light crossbow is what I did.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you do hit the it's just common. You do hit the creature, and you hit it really dead center. It and you see the small explosion go off. Just not as much damage as you want to do to it.
Okay. I believe I should still have my bonus action. And I'm gonna use that to give. Who's next?
You guys, in initiative next for you guys is you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give Ewan Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And that'll be
Can I
my
use
turn.
that right now? Is it a d6 or d8?
Yes, D6. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Ewan, that's your go.
I was so prepared for there to be a monster first.
I think we all rolled really fucking high.
I don't remember what we rolled at all.
3 of you did.
I guess that's it. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I am going to pull out my short bow.
Flinch.
And actually, because nobody has succeeded so far, can I tell what these things are?
Make a nature check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? I have proficiency now, though.
I know, but you haven't been a lot of places.
That's... I rolled an 8 both times, so that's a 10.
That's pretty funny.
Your mind flashes back to those terrible little glowing lights that shocked you nearly to death ages ago in Pentref Arimor, and gives you a little bit of PTSD.
Yeah, I draw my bowstring back and I utter its
There she is.
I utter its activation phrase. I don't
Okay.
actually have it written down. Do you remember what it was, Kyle? Because I want to
For your...
Sky Sentinel bowstring.
I think it's whatever you want it to be.
Hell yeah, I'll cook something there. Ewan says some sick shit in Druidic. And the bowstring crackles with electricity. And I get to fire 3 arrows on this one instead of 1. And I'm going to aim all of them at the lights on A. Because I think they're
Got it.
individual creatures right now, probably.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and you get advantage on all of those attacks.
Hot. These are... I will split the damage type up when I give it to you. Because part of it's non-magical.
What of that? What?
Part of it's non-magical, because the bow
Okay.
itself isn't actually magic. I don't think the bowstring makes the whole attack magic.
Let me read.
3 arrows. Here has...
Evelyn likes your fancy bow.
Yeah, because the ammo itself is destroyed as you use it, so it. So yes, do separate out the lightning and the piercing.
Hot. First one's a crit. Second one is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And the other one is a miss, probably. It's only a 16.
That does miss. Yes.
Okay. So... Okay, it's not too complicated. This will be pretty simple. So we've got 2 lightning damage, 6 piercing for the first one,
Okay.
which is doubled, so for lightning...
That was the crit.
yeah,
Okay, I got
and
that.
then
You're good.
8 piercing. Yeah. And then the next one's going to be 4 lightning and minimum damage. 5 piercing. That's my action.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to... I don't know if I will do... I didn't think that far ahead. I'm going to move... Oh. Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna drop my bow after doing that and take a patient defense. with my bonus action.
Okay. Patient
And,
defense it is.
Iris is gonna fuck off into the shadows for the moment and assess her chances.
Got it. At the end of Ewan's turn, that's going to bring us to the Mephits.
I'm so fast. God damn it. I gotta spool up like Sonic.
You do gotta spin up like Sonic. Takes you about a round.
Let's see. The Mephits are going to fly 10, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30,
Oh no!
5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I need
30.
Thunder Wave. That's what I need.
I
I need to get that witch.
and actually this one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here instead. Gonna come up this way. And all 4 of them are going to take what looks like giant breaths in, and they're going to exhale these frost breath attacks. So I need Omenda, Ophalon, Ewan, Rhiannon, and Iris to all make these checks. I do, however, need Ewan to make 2 for me from 2 separate frost breaths. So it's just a dex saving throw. So let's go down the line. Omenda, dex saving throw.
We've got 13.
A 13 succeeds. You only take 3 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Ophalon, dexterity save.
This would be a magical effect, correct? Or spell?
This is an ability.
Dex save. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of cold damage.
Ooh, it's cold.
You get the applause
Ewan,
back.
one after the other for me.
For Iris, she rolls a dirty 20.
Okay. She only takes 3 points of frost damage or cold damage.
She takes none because of her evasion.
Oh, that's right. She's a. God damn it.
I myself rolled a 21 and a 26.
So you take 6 total points.
Total.
The DC on that was only 10. So,
Hot.
they do that. Let out their frosty breath, which they will have to roll to recharge. That is the end of the Mephits go as they sit there floating in midair, and they just kind of start to cackle. Juniper Hawthorne, that's you next.
Woohoo! Okay. Question.
Yes.
So I have Twin Spell,
Oh,
and I can apply that to a cantrip.
correct.
My Eldritch Blast has two
You
blasts.
can-
Yes,
now-
you can.
No, you can't.
Wait, why can't you? I thought you
Now-
used this.
No,
You can
now
target
that
more than one creature now.
if you can target more than one creature with it, you can't use it on them. But you can quicken spell it and achieve the same effect. It just uses your action and your bonus action.
Wait, so I can't you do 4 with Twin Spell?
Not with twin spell. With quicken spell, you can. It just uses your action and your bonus action,
Gotcha.
as opposed to a twin spell, which would let you use it all as an action. But twin spell can only be used to twin spells that cannot normally hit more than one person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points then, and I'm gonna do 4 Eldritch Blasts. And I'm going to, in a line, hit each of the methods.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit
Attempt
each one.
to.
Don't forget, against C, you have advantage.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll that one first. That is a 16 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Do you want me to roll damage for each one as I go?
For this instance, it's all against different creatures.
Okay. I have to figure out which of my dice is which. That is... that is 10 for that one. For letter C.
10 points of damage.
Alright. Let's do... That is a 13 to hit for D.
Yep.
Okay.
Damage.
That is 15.
Okay.
That is 26 for B.
Definitely hits.
And 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And 26 again for A.
Okay.
And 8 points of damage.
Perfect. Juniper, you go out and you send your Eldritch Blast out toward these Mephits, and they all take the hits pretty hard. D is on death's door. It looks real bad. The rest of them don't look quite that bad, but they are all now kind of focusing their ire on you. That will be considered. Moving forward, that brings us to the Lady Rhiannon, who I didn't open her character sheet.
It happens.
Hold on now.
Hopefully, I'm standing there just like,
He's literally spinning up like Sonic.
No, he's got his idle animation going.
Rolled so consistently garbage with initiative this entire campaign, and it's just kind of sad at this point.
it really is.
You watch as the Lady Rhiannon kind of like has her oath bow in her hand, and she looks at it, and she's like, and she unstrings it real quick, and you watch as she just tosses it up in the air, and as it does, you see the magic of springtime snake its way up the bow until she catches it and holds in her hand a shillelagh quarterstaff. And he is, yes, exciting, isn't it? She is going to jump forward, make an attack with advantage against this ice Mephit to definitely hit. It's going to do a total of 11 damage, which is exactly how much HP C had left. So she walks up and just smashes it. It just shatters into ice shards. And as it does explode. So she's going to have to make a dex save, but hey, she's Lady Rhiannon. The only thing stopping her from making this dex save is my terrible dice roll. Hey, that was good. So she doesn't take any more than 2 cold damage as that one explodes. And then she should still have another attack. So she is going to turn around and run down and make an attack against this one. She doesn't have advantage. I crit, it's dead. I guess that's all I have to do is talk about how garbage my rolls are, and then it fixes it for me. So that one is also now dead. 2 Mephits down, as Lady Rhiannon stands there, like, twirling her, truly a bow staff, in her hand at this point. And it's like, well, that shouldn't be too hard. And then she readies herself for the next round. At the end of Rhiannon's turn, that brings us to the other elemental. ask
think
for
that's
both
what
of
the
you to go
kids
ahead and mute for just a minute while that's happening.
That's what the elementals sound.
Yes, that's what the elementals sound like. The elementals are going to do some dumb shit. The elementals are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go into this area here to either side of Ewan. Let's see. And as both of them get close, you watch as the shards of ice that surround these little, like, orbs at the center just start to pulse outwards slightly. Then it all comes together into one shard and boom! Exhales out. I need everybody to make for me a Constitution saving. Trying to beat a 15.
Is this a spell or a magical effect?
This is an ability.
17.
17 succeed. You take 9 cold damage.
That is a nat 20 plus 7.
You take 9 cold damage.
I rolled 12.
You take 18 cold damage.
I rolled low, but I'm using lucky. I rolled way better. 30-20.
You take 9 cold damage.
I rolled a 9.
You take 18 cold damage. As this blast of sub-zero energy just engulfs all of you in this space.
Can I use my reaction?
You currently have a reaction. Yes. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke on one of them.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I would probably the one that you're closer to.
Yep, one right in front of me. That is a Dex saving throw. Is it? Save is 16, and it'll take half damage on a success.
A dex save it is.
Yes.
These guys are strangely dex. That is a 26 dexterity saving.
Okay, so it's gonna take half damage on 3d10 because I used a second spell slot.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage.
$15.
15.
15
So-
fire.
Because it was, because it did succeed, but because it is vulnerable to fire, it takes 15 fire damage. It would have taken 30 had it not succeeded on its.
Nice.
And you watch as it's starting to, as the little baubles, like, you send this Hellish Rebuke out, and the baubles all kind of go in on each other, and ice starts to form around them again, and their color, they become brighter in their focus. That is the Old Spirit's turns. Ophalon Pathalamor. That's your go.
Oh. Alright.
Sadly, all the way at the end.
So I'm standing right next to this elemental, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
Fuck him up. Hit him with the 1-2. Hit him with the Watusi.
One tussie.
If you want to see them hands.
And how's this elemental looking? Pretty fine.
That one is looking. It's still looking fine,
Okay. Stacking this correctly, I'm going to use my bonus action to speed burst. To use one of my speed bursts, and then I'm going to make a weapon attack against a creature I have not hit with an attack this turn, which will be the elemental.
Okay.
So, that's 23 to hit.
Oh, hits.
3. 6, 5, 6, 8. That's 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make my attack action and hit it again. That's a natural 20.
That's the damn thing. Cheer him on, girl.
What are the odds of rolling 4 2s on a d4?
There's a
25%.
math calc.
I feel like
so
doing that math right now.
That's another 12 damage.
Oh wait, no.
And then I'm going to hit it again. Because I had extra attack. 1, 2, 3 punch.
7
How much damage from the
7.5%.
second attack? Sorry?
12.
12.
And then that's a 22 to hit on the last
That
swing.
Also hits.
I'm pretty sure it's about 7.5%. Travis. I had to do the math in my head. I was like, no.
Another 9 damage.
Another 9 damage.
Yep. That was 30 damage, I want to say.
Pretty damn close.
Do something else. Do more.
That is all of my turn. Yeah.
All right. Top of the initiative. Kaira, that's your goal.
Yes.
That's your goal.
I Well, I have advantage on this motherfucker over here, and I am currently hidden. So,
Super
I
advantage.
still only have 1 fucking attack.
True.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to favor foe at the same time as this attack. I'm gonna target A. That's next to
Okay.
Ewan.
Okay.
And that is a 17 to hit.
A 17 just misses.
Ah, fuck. Well,
But you don't have to use your favorite foe because you didn't hit.
Yeah.
So you don't spend that resource.
and I don't lose my hide, do I? Because I didn't hit.
Do you have the Skulker feat?
I think I have something similar.
You do not.
Not yet. I'm not high enough.
Um,
Gloomstalker yet.
yeah.
You have bonus action or anything like that still?
Oh, I do. I will just
Move
bonus
and
action
rehide.
hide. And
Yeah, you
duck
can absolutely do that.
over this way.
Make another stealth check for me.
Okie dokie.
These bagpipes
That's a
kind of got
19
me in
plus
a way.
11.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's a what, a 30?
Noted.
No. Yes. Yes.
Kyra's in a different campaign. Omenda, your turn.
Alrighty. So what Amenda's gonna do, because he's got like the most range of everything that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's gonna jump this way, into this tree.
No.
And then bonus action, he's gonna mantle of inspiration. He's gonna pull out his little longhorn. He's gonna go with this mantle of inspiration.
Ooh.
Everybody except for Rhiannon, because she's an NPC
Sure.
and stronger than us. Gets
Stronger.
5 temporary HP.
Oh, you're doing Glamour Bard. Fuck you. I forgot you're doing Glamour Bard.
We just learned how ugly this is last night.
Level 6 is gonna kill me.
Oh yeah,
Kill
and
me
you have to
now.
deal with. Oh god, this team is gonna get gross.
I don't know about Glamour Bard.
It's not important right now.
He doesn't want to tell you because it's bad.
Level
Ah.
6 sucks
But-
for me.
And I realize that everybody is in range for everything that I have at all times right now.
Correct.
But so all of us get 5 temporary HP.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use my action to cast.
Bonus action.
We'll do.
Fuck.
We'll do. Second level Dissonant Whispers on. Let's go ahead and hit because A's already been hit a few times and is looking a little bit more rough.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go for B, the B elemental, and he's got to make Wisdom saving throw,
Wisdom saving throw. Heard.
DC 16.
DC 16. I got a dirty 20, and I shouldn't have gotten because I have a +1. Actually, it's a -2 to Wisdom, but the stat block gives me a +1 to Wisdom saves.
Damn. So that misses. I think
I think it still takes half damage.
half. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, half as much damage. Okay, so
Yeah,
let me
I
roll.
just don't have to run away.
Okay, so that's 14 damage in half. So that's 7 damage.
7.
Oh wait,
First time it's been
did I roll? No, I have to roll another one. I gotta roll 4. I only rolled 3.
Oh, okay.
Another 6 and a half, so 3 more damage. So that's a total of 10 damage.
Perfect.
And then that'll be it on my turn.
Okay.
And I
Ewan.
still have my reaction.
That's your go.
It's me, Ewan. I have a question, God.
No.
Are there? Let me check. Double check. What? Oh, it doesn't say the range on that.
What do we? What?
I am curious if there is and touch. Okay. Shit. I don't have like anything like that on me. I can't use the thing I was going to use. So I will instead use my bonus action to turn into a bear, because that's a classic.
Okay. Bonus action bear.
Bonus action bear, action, multi-attack against A, I guess.
Absolutely.
These are not currently magical attacks, though that is something I can theoretically fix. Just not this turn. So I guess the first one's going to be the claws. As I rear up with a kicking. Ooh, not enough. That's only a 17.
17 misses.
That was great. We'll roll better the second time. We did roll better for the claws.
Did you use your Bardic Inspiration already?
Oh, I didn't. It was a. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll just roll the bardic.
D6.
It's a +2.
That'll make that does hit.
Heck yeah. And the other one was a 16 + 6, so 22.
Does hit.
Alrighty.
And your claws do slashing damage, correct?
Yes, the bite is piercing, I think, technically. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the claws, it's 6. Oop. So that's 9 slashing damage for the claws, and 7 piercing damage for the bite.
It's looking pretty bad. It's having a hard time keeping itself together at this point.
But yeah, I'm a bear now. I don't want to move either. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my turn.
Heard. That brings us to the 2 remaining ice methods.
I think there's
This
3.
one. No, I
ABD?
just didn't delete that one.
Oh, okay.
Rhiannon smashed both those ones.
Oh, okay.
This one's going to fly up into the air, land right in here, and it's going to give a little giggle, and it puts its pinky fingers in its little mouth, and it makes this super high-pitched whistling sound. And as it does, it just begins to emit this frozen fog out from
He's
it.
calling Epona.
And it does, in fact, cast Fog Cloud on the area. So that is a 20-foot radius sphere. So let's go to my little drawing tool. That's going to be 1, 2, 4. So 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. So. Oops. Ow, the eraser.
Oh, did you erase one of the methods? Oh, no, never mind.
No.
Oh,
So the spaces with the black dots in it, it's a square, but just it would technically be a sphere going through these spaces, so it'll be kind of like this. Because 20-foot radius is in fact quite large.
He straight up said, yeah, the people with range, you guys can't see no more.
And it does in fact obscure the whole area. The other method, is going to fly as well. 15. It's gonna fly over here to this tree.
How dare he?
Roll. Does not get its frost breath back. So instead, it is just going to take a little swipe at you with its little icy claw.
Try me, bitch.
Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, he misses. That's the end of the ice methods go. That brings us to Caitlin, who is, I think, putting down the babies. We'll have to wait.
Yeah.
We get to vibe to bagpipe music.
Oh, Kyle, I'm looking at my character sheet and I'm reading stuff again. It's great when you kind of have a little bit of time away because then you can look at something from fresh eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
I was reading it and I was like, oh, I realized I could use all my bardic inspiration for that.
Yeah.
So I could give people 25 HP
Yeah.
if I needed to.
Um,
Over 5 turns, but
right. When you get to 6th level Glamour Bar,
Mhm.
you gain an ability called Mantle of Mastery. And Mantle of Mastery allows you to, once per long rest, for a minute, you can cast Command as a bonus action without using a spell slot every turn for a minute.
just imagine.
So
being
as
just
a
like,
bard, you can go around the battlefield and on your bonus action every turn, you can be like, hey, run over there, and just like flee, grovel. It's such insane battlefield control. Just a free 2nd level spell every turn. And it's just
That's
not, I don't
awesome.
even think it's concentration.
Just imagine running up to you and be like, sit. And they're like, dude, that would feel so defeating as a person if magic were real.
Oh
Just
my
being able
God.
to command somebody like, sit.
And
Hey,
that's the other thing.
let me
if-
out.
And their swole ass friend
Yeah.
rolls up and cuts your fucking head off.
And if you do the glamour
Power
bard
slide.
thing, if you do the glamour bard thing and have already spent a minute outside of that trying to charm people, if they are charmed, they have disadvantage on the save against the command. It's a gross ability, and I forgot you were doing glamour bard. Now I'm.
Just imagine a situation where we're in the same town as like Nil and Galbavraga
Yeah.
and shit, and I just disguise myself as the storyteller again, and I just tell one story, and now I can command them super easily.
Fuck now. After hearing Kyle, I'm just like, maybe Ophalon will be like, that was really cool. How'd you do that, Omen?
You can't both do the same thing, or I'll fucking lock you in the barn, man.
I was like, please don't do 2 glamour parts.
No, I'm pretty sure Kyle just said no to glamour bards.
I quit.
You may not both be glamour bards.
No, maybe I should multiclass you into Swords Bard real quick.
No.
Just all have a version of Bard.
No.
Just a sexy party.
I mean,
We're already sexy.
you guys are doing pretty good.
Who else is super excited for next
Ow!
week's Game Changer finale?
I'm very excited.
Ooh.
The first part was very good.
I gotta catch up.
Not the game I was expecting.
Yeah, it's like a weird twist of,
Is it another one of the Brandon Lee Mulligan cannot win games?
no. Well, not
It's like, well,
not from how the game was designed.
Yeah.
he's
No,
just
it's
bad
all-
at it this time.
It's called Ratfish, and everybody had to come up with a persona, and now they're all in different rooms, and they have a chat, and they're like acting as these characters, and everybody has to try and figure out who's who.
Is it like
And-
audio or only text?
Only text.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's like trying to figure out who they are based on their, like how they play the game and stuff. And Allie Beardsley, Allie Beardsley's character that they made for the game is Brennan Lee Mulligan, and it's just pretending to be Brennan the whole time.
That's
This
actually
isn't a-
hilarious.
This isn't a joke, gang. It's really me. Let's see what Sam can do with this.
Like, why has Allie Beardsley been on like that shit lately? Low-key. Like,
Allie has always been a chaotic.
oh yeah,
Allie, I love
but
Allie.
lately it's
Allie's
been
great.
like, like they've been going ham.
Yeah, they it's fun. my favorite Allie Beardsley, because there's so much like Allie Beardsley is one of those people that like if they were your friend in real life, like it's a friend that has lore. Like there's
Yeah.
Allie Beardsley lore out there that just like Taliesin Daffy from
Yeah.
Critical Role. There's just Taliesin lore in LA. No, but like one of my favorite bits of Allie Beardsley trivia is that the first session of the first episode of Fantasy High, the very first Dimension 20 show, was the first time Allie Beardsley had ever played D&D. There was no prep session, there was no nothing. They sat them down in front of a camera and said, "We're gonna play D&D." And that's how you end up with a character saying, "I cast Ice Feast." What the fuck is Ice Feast? Oh, I thought it was in my spell cards, but it's not.
I thought it was in my spell cards, but it's not.
They also had one
No.
really terrible stat. I believe Kristen Appleby's dexterity stat is a -3. Which tracks because Kristen Appleby's only wears flip-flops everywhere she goes.
God.
I want to keep playing, so Juniper is now at the end of initiative.
It's okay. I think Ophalon's next, isn't he? Or is it the animals?
No, Lady Rhiannon is next.
All right.
Lady
The animals.
Rhiannon cannot see because, you know, what with the fog and shit. So she is going to stumble her way using her perceptiveness. Just going to take a swing with disadvantage. Oh, good kids. Disadvantage. She whiffs once.
It's a straight roll against that creature. Because of
Oh,
the
you're
roll.
correct. So, in fact, she whiffs on the one, and then on the second one, she also whiffs. The low rolls have returned. Trying to swing through, just kind of feeling for the cold. Misses both.
Wheaton be upon ye.
Yes. That is going to be the end of Lady Rhiannon's turn. Juniper, it's your go. There's a
Unmute.
fog cloud. Everything inside the black circle is a fog cloud, so it is heavily obscured. You are technically considered blind while you are within the fog. You're muted.
Unmute.
No, Discord mute.
Please score mute. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So much for dark vision.
Correct.
Not within a fog.
Didn't you just get double sight? Oh no, fog.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
It's fog.
Yeah. It's a fog. Which sucks. Okay. What can I do? Um. I wish I had something for this.
I forget, is this spell concentration?
A fog cloud, I believe, is concentration spell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is.
You might have to AoE and AoE.
If only I had. I'm assuming the fairy fire is not helping us see them at all.
So,
Not sure.
because this is not darkness, the fairy fire is not canceled out, but it is still heavily obscured. So, it is still working. Any attack rolls against that one are a flat roll, not at disadvantage.
Okay.
So you can kind of see it from the fairy fire through the mist. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Okay, choke out
This-
a method.
Does Juniper know what these are?
Oh, you
Has-
can make
Has
a nature check.
have anybody else figured out what they are?
Nope.
We have.
No,
We're all
we know what the
dum-dums
methods
today.
are.
Okay.
That's spirit.
That is a 14.
Everybody has rolled a 14. Superficially, they look like will-o'-the-wisps.
I fucking love that.
I'm going to assume Pumpkin can't give me advantage on that.
Pumpkin.
So Pumpkin technically could give you advantage. You can't. Advantage and disadvantage don't cancel each other out, or they do cancel each other out. So it just makes it a flat roll. You can't stack. So yeah, you can't benefit from more than one thing giving you advantage.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we're just gonna toss an Eldritch Blast at the fairy fire that we can still kind of see.
Cool.
Okay.
That's 2 blasts by default. Go ahead and roll each of those flat.
Blast him.
That's a 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yeah, I thought so. That's a nat 20.
That
Hey.
does hit.
I certainly hope so.
Okay, so how does the damage work on a nat 20 again?
Roll your die, double it, then add your modifier.
Okay. That is 16 plus 5.
Holy Hera.
And that
Uh,
is force damage.
Yeah. This thing is, you can kind of barely see it through the mist. It's no longer able to form ice around it, so it's now just 3 baubles barely flickering in the air. It is truly on death's door. After that, there is not much left. Anything else for your turn, Jude?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that's gonna bring us to cold spirits. The cold spirits are going to. This one is going to move right up into this space. They have advantage against you guys because they are blinded, or because you are blinded. It's going to be some attacks against Mr. Ewan. The first attempt to hit you, Ewan, is a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ewan, you take 31 points of cold damage. As this one hitting you, you feel the cold from the other one that's also near you seep into the attack and make it strong. Then the other spirit is pretty annoyed with Ophalon and is going to make an attack against Ophalon with advantage. Ew. Why? 17 to hit Ophalon.
I would like to silvery barbs that attack.
Okay. See if I roll any lower than a 9.
Silvery barbs, that's mine.
I will
did.
give it to Kyra.
Misses you. Ewan, because you got hit by that previous attack, your speed is halved until the end of the spirit's next turn. That being said, you're a bear. mostly planning on fucking shit up.
Do bear thing.
That is the spirit's turn. That is going to bring us to Ophalon Thalamor. Ophalon, you feel this weak energy try to force some cold energy at you, and it does not succeed after you cry out for your silvery barbs. You can see this one that is lit by the fairy fire still. Any attacks against it will be made instead of at disadvantage.
Cool. Can I attempt to discern what these things are?
Fucking why not?
I swear to God,
Roll a 14.
if Ulfilon gets this.
Nature, right?
Nature check.
Cool.
I need a 15
Minus
out of you.
1.
Ooh, 15.
Please roll another
Roll a
14.
15. Roll a 15 so you get -1.
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
I can't see it.
Struggle.
It's still a natural 20.
Okay, so a natural 20 minus 1 for a total of 19. Yeah, Ophalon, you know,
They look like will-o'-the-wisp.
the place where you're from, up in the mountains, you guys weren't like up super high, and you had like a whole forest glade and stuff, but there was mountain passes around. And there were tales of entities. They are elemental in nature, but they act like undead. They act like spirits. And people refer to them as cold snap spirits. And they are just, as far as anybody can tell, their greatest like purpose is to make people into little ice statues.
They just freeze people.
They want everything to be frozen. No warmth, just freeze.
Oh, they're like the witness.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep attacking that one.
Yeah, Yar.
So let's see here. So I've got advantage on it, correct?
You have flat roll.
On I
It's
thought
in
on
fog cloud.
right.
in the
Fog cloud. So, then. All right. How's it looking?
Bad.
Cool.
Juniper fucked it up.
Ophalon's gonna go fast and use a speed burst. So we're gonna take first swing.
I literally imagine
That's a 14 plus 7 for a
it
21.
like,
Hits.
when he hits people like Sonic.
Nine damage again.
Ophalon, you swing out with your double-sided scimitar and swing through, focusing on this area of fairy fire, and the fairy fire dissipates. It's gone.
Nice. Then I will head straight down to the method, correct?
You don't see that method.
Okay. Do I see the other element?
You don't see anything. It's heavily obscured. You are blinded.
Okay.
You are in fog.
Like darkness.
Kind of like that.
Like magical dark.
Let me see here. So that was technically my special. So I still have my action.
will say, Ophalon, you did know the layout of the battlefield before the fog was put down.
Okay.
So you do know that up until a few seconds ago, when this fog cloud emanated from it, there was a Mephit straight south of you.
I'm gonna do just I'm gonna do a blind charge through the fog then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Towards the last method there, towards where I last saw the method.
Okay.
And when I get there, and I'm assuming at the very least see like the shape of it in the fog.
It's really hard to discern it because it's literally made of ice, and now there's this icy fog around. But you hit something, you feel something brush past your face, and you know, like, it's around there. Any attacks will be made with disadvantage, but you can make attacks.
Okay. No, none of those would help. Okay. I will use my. Let's see. Speed burst. Okay, so I already used my bonus action. Okay, so yeah, I will. Once I reach it, and I have a good idea of where it is, I will take a swing at the method.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Yes.
Make it
So that's an 11 plus 7 for 18.
just hit. Or no, against the Mephit, that definitely hits. That hits by a lot.
9 damage again.
9 damage to Mephit B. Okay. You got an 8. You hit it with an 18 with disadvantage.
It was. I rolled an 11 and an 18.
No. That's very understandable with your fucking gross dexterity.
I have a plus 7 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. So you definitely hit it with the first attack. It has
and then
to
I'll make
a
extra
con
attack.
save. Go ahead and roll again. It keeps its concentration.
That's an 18 and a 6 for 11.
That does not hit.
Or no, math is hard. 13.
Still doesn't hit.
Okay.
Or wait, it's not the fucking. I'm on the wrong thing. 13 does hit the Iceman.
Okay.
It has an AC of 11.
And that's a 1. I get to re-roll that. Nice. 10. 10 damage.
With a couple of swings through the.
You do remember that I have great
mist.
weapon fighter.
The mist begins to dissipate.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Bye-bye.
Kyra, that's your go.
Hey, I did it!
Gonna. Can I see B from where I am?
Yeah. I mean, it's behind a bear, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I am gonna hit it really, really hard.
Yeah, go ahead and. Make that attack roll.
I'm gonna make an attack roll.
Oh, Ophalon and Ewan, can you both make me a con save from when the Ice Method died, please? I think it's a con save.
Oh, for the poofta?
No, it's a dexterity throw, not a con. Dexterity saving throw.
14.
14, you take 2 slashing damage.
7.
You take 4 slashing damage as the ice just explodes from that space. What did you roll to hit, Kyra?
28.
Oh, definitely hits.
Okay. I'm gonna do everything all at once.
Right. That's you get sneak attack, you get your favorite foe.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my silvered bowstring
Oh.
just for fun. Okay. So, first things first, I'm gonna roll. They also have to make a dex save. I'm gonna use 2 charges of my bowstring so that I can do another d 1d4 plus d8 of force damage.
What the fuck?
That's 30 points of damage total.
Okay. You only added 1d8 from the bowstring, right? Okay, so
yeah.
that's your bowstring, your sneak attack, your normal weapon damage, your favorite foe damage. And that should be all of that.
Yep.
30?
30.
30 total.
30 total.
Your weapon is magical, so
Yep.
it just smashes right
And
into
it
it.
just needs to make a dex save.
It has such a high dexterity, and I rolled so ass. It fails.
Oh, rad. So that it's gonna launch 10 feet back.
Okay.
Get launched, punk.
Put it right.
Cool. I should have also added sharpshooter, but it's too late.
Yeah.
But I forgot that's the thing I have now. And I'm gonna. How does it look now that I've launched it back into the ice?
It's having a hard time forming new ice around itself right now.
I'm gonna bonus action hide. In this test. 27.
27 noted. Omenda,
All right,
you've got a method sitting in your face.
I do. And because I don't like that, I'm gonna use my Fey Touched Misty Step to fall into like a droplet of water, and I'm gonna go right here. And then I think because that's what part of a feature, I believe the Fey Touched feature, I believe is that what it's called.
It's a Fey Touched feat, and it gives you the spell Misty.
Yeah. I should still be able to cast another spell, can I?
Oh, a cantrip as your action.
Okay. That's totally fine. I am going to cast Vicious Mockery at the method, the A method.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
They're so wise.
I'm just gonna look at him like because I got out of his he did all that work.
Yeah, I gotta roll
got
the 2.
He rolled a 2?
Yeah, 2.
Hell yeah.
Plus your saves.
So he takes 2d4. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Does this do anything else? I can...
He's looking pretty
Disadvantage
rough.
on the next attack roll.
Disadvantage on his next attack roll. Got it.
And I think I use my action and my bonus action. And I think that's all that I'm gonna do.
Okay. Ewan, that's your goal. The fog has lifted.
And I still have 4 whole bear hit points. So we're gonna do
4
bear
whole
things.
bear hit points.
Gonna meander on up and clamber across the ice as bears are known to do. And smack this thing, I guess. Because that is also what bears are known to do.
Time to
Smack 'em.
play bear punchies.
Bear punchies. Whiffs the hell out of the first attack. Verbally. And crits on the second one. That's
Hey.
cute. I did Claw's Bite last time, so Claw's Bite this time would make sense too. So it'll be 7 on the D8, which is hot, for a total of 18 piercing damage.
18 piercing. Halved to 9.
5 to 9. And it's probably still looking pretty good. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to Flurry of Blows.
Yeah, you are.
Flurry of Bears.
Flurry of bears.
2 more melee strikes with my bear fisties.
Fucking get him.
Fucking got him, mate. 15 and a 14 on the die, totaling out to more than that.
Gotta be an 18.
This would still be the +6? Yeah. So, it's a 30, 20, and a 21.
Perfect. Both hit. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Flurry of Blows, by default, even if you're in bear form, does bludgeoning. Correct?
It does. It does indeed.
That's important. Go ahead and roll damage.
The bear stands up, closes its claws.
It just hits it with the 1-2.
That would make me afraid.
Max damage for let's see, as a bear 8. And
8 for the first one.
6 for the next
6 for the second one. Ewan, as you're in this bear form and you've been slicing into it with your claws and trying to bite it, and then just because you're getting so frustrated with this thing, you go in with a bat, like with with the flat parts of your paws, and
Yeah.
that seems to do just as much damage as you would, as it fully shatters chunks of ice off of you.
one.
It does not have resistance to bludgeoning damage, even from non-magical.
No. And because I hit it with bludgeoning damage, I'm gonna move it 5 feet towards Rhiannon and close in on that space.
You got it. It do be there.
And it do be my turn.
All right. This ice method is pretty sad. He's big sad. He's gonna roll to see if he gets his frost breath back. He doesn't.
Sad.
He's going to what is he gonna do? He's a sentient being. Hold on. Nope. Natural 1. Okay. Well.
All right.
Doesn't like you. And he whiffs on his attack. Matter.
Ew.
Alright, that's the end of the Ice Method's turn. Juniper Hawthorne, that's your go. There are 2 creatures left on the battlefield that are enemies. Both of them look pretty fucked up. You're muted.
Juniper is going to move. Where is the pointer? Here. I don't know if that worked or not.
Did not.
Here.
There we go. Go ahead and move yourself there.
Ah, no. How?
You
Just
click on it
unpress
and
the.
drag it.
Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna move there, and then Juniper's gonna do another Eldritch Blast.
There you
Shock.
go.
Shocker. One at each of them.
One at each of them, absolutely. Roll. Go ahead and roll for the method first.
That is a 23 to hit.
Definitely hits the method. Roll damage.
Well, that is 15 damage.
The method shatters.
Damn.
Almenda and Kyra, dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, I'm good at that though.
Sorry.
17.
2 points of slashing damage. 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll for the other beam against the cold snap spirit.
That. 24 to hit.
Does hit. Roll damage.
And
Roll
that
it, roll it,
is
roll it, roll it. What?
11 points of force damage.
11. You send out this. This spirit now, too, is looking like it can't form ice around itself anymore. It's just 3 baubles, like, in midair, trying to stay huddled together now.
Ooh. Do I have a bottle?
Yeah, that'll be the end of her turn.
Okay. Brings us to Lady Rhiannon. Does actually take a little bit of damage for starting her turn. I forgot an entire thing about these things because, you know, D&D has a lot of rules, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, Lady Rhiannon will take a couple of swings at this guy. First
I wish I had a
one.
jar, because I can just put it in a jar.
I would help you dust it into a jar, Omenda.
Rhiannon hits with the first attack. It's gonna do. Where's my D8? Oh my god.
She's rolling with advantage, right?
Roll
Some-
one.
She did roll with advantage to hit, yes. But she rolled a 1 on her damage die, which
Let's
means this thing
fucking go.
is still in fact up.
Hell yeah.
So she has to roll again. Hey, what do you know? She actually still hits again. Lady Rhiannon, with a couple of deft swipes from the shillelagh, sunders this creature as well, bringing us to the end of combat.
Oh yeah.
Tight.
And Omenda didn't die.
You guys did so well.
How do you? That fucking boosted attack almost one-shot that bear.
Yeah. Well, so what I did forget to do as your DM was you guys were anybody who started their turn within 5 feet of one of those creatures was supposed to take 5 points of damage. So technically Ewan wouldn't have been a bear the turn that he killed the one, but Ewan as Ewan still would have probably fucking killed it. So I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, you guys all stand here as this ice and wind just kind of scatters around this area as Rhiannon stands there, and as she takes this second swipe through the my thing also isn't the past time, and I don't like being lied to by.
You just gotta make a playlist, Kyle.
I have one. Okay. As Rhiannon slices through with her shillelagh, on the second one, she kind of does a downward arc, and her bow staff slams just into the edge of the ice here, and there's this kind of loud pew 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 pew, this echoing sound across the ice, and then all is still. As you all kind of take a couple of deep breaths. Technically your cart and your horses were here this whole time as well. They look a little bit panicky. At least your guys' horse does. And you see a hobgoblin head that's still gagged stick out of the back of the cart and lock eyes with you, Juniper, and just gives a what the hell kind of shrug. What was that?
Juniper just kind of mouths, "I'll tell you later."
All begin to join up with one another.
That was cool. Cool.
Yeah, but I don't think they like people coming in their little area too much.
No, they don't seem to be fans.
Kyle.
Yeah.
We got a couple of things.
Mhm.
One of them was a stone that was warm, hot to the touch or some shit like that. I don't have it.
You have. You're the one who has that rock.
Yeah, I do have it.
Oh, Juniper does. She has the identify spell.
Yes.
I'll pull it out and I'll be like, well, maybe. How hot is it? Would I be able to hold it in my hand? Because I believe that's why I put it in my pocket.
You can hold it in your hand. It's like holding a plate that you've gotten out of the microwave. It's not gonna give
it's hot on the bottom. Right.
It's not gonna give you third-degree burns by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a little uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. So I'll kind of reach in one of my mini fucking pirate pockets, and I'll pull out this what you describe as an orange stone, and I was like, well, they might have been wanting this. They might have been upset that I took this, but they're dead now. Anybody might know what it is?
Erin sniffs it.
What is the spell?
It's not food, all right?
You have identify, I believe, with your.
Yes. I can take a look at it, Amanda. Might
All
take me a minute. What?
I think it takes you 10 minutes to cast the spell.
Yeah. So Jennifer's gonna do that. And then since she didn't get a chance to do so before we were attacked, she's gonna send that message, Caradwin.
Yes, and I will respond to that here in a little bit. Juniper, you start to cast some bits of magic. After about 10 minutes, you finish your identify spell on this item. And Juniper, I am going to send you the information on the item, and why don't you just go ahead and tell everybody what it is?
Ooh. Oh snap!
Show and tell.
Show and tell.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm a fool.
Not telling.
I guess so, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Why do you do this to me, D&D Beyond? should be able to read this page. I'm sending you the link on Facebook. Actually, probably Discord would be easier since we're in Discord. That makes more sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a major millennial. I can't get away from Facebook.
It's okay. You're in the
I'm not even-
metaverse, Kyle.
God. Go.
Waiting for the notification. There it is. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. You just want me to read the whole thing, Kyle?
Yeah. You can explain to your friends how it works, what it is,
Okay.
and what it does.
This is a fire opal. It's about 3 inches on each side and half an inch thick. The Ild fire rune shimmers within its core, causing it to be slightly warm to the touch. The opal has the following properties, which work only while it's on your person. Ignite. As an action, you can ignite an object within 10 feet of you. The object must be flammable, and the fire starts in a circle no larger than 1 foot in diameter. Fire's friend. You have resistance to cold damage. Fire Tamer. As an action, you can extinguish any open flame within 10 feet of you. You choose how much fire to extinguish in that radius. Gift of Flame. You can transfer the opal's magic to a non-magical item, a weapon, or a suit of armor by tracing the Ild rune there with your finger. The transfer takes 8 hours of work that requires the 2 items to be within 5 feet of each other. At the end, the opal is destroyed and the rune appears in red on the chosen item, which gains a benefit based on its form. Weapon. The weapon is now an uncommon magic weapon. It deals an extra 1d6 fire damage to any target it hits. And if it's armor, the armor is now a rare magic item that requires attunement. You have resistance to cold damage while wearing the armor.
Ooh.
That is a fancy stone.
Wow.
Amanda will kind of like grab it and be like, well, that's pretty fancy. I have some items, some options to do with that. Is it? I should be able. Yep, I see it.
And then you guys also got a necklace and a like a potion. It looked like from down there as well.
Yeah, I believe the necklace was still in the box, but I definitely was like, I want this gem.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, the
You
opal
untied
of
the necklace to his.
yes, the opal of the Ild rune is what you have, and it does require attunement.
I had the wrong item. I had just
It's
the
got
fire.
some- It's got some pretty dope abilities on its own, but then you can also apply it to weapon or armor to get more specific things.
Dude, I was already thinking about making my crossbow magical.
It would work on making your crossbow, yes.
But I might just keep the rock.
It's a pretty cool rock. Anybody else have anything they want to do in this moment?
Bear Ewan was warming up and trying to calm down our horse while that first item was being identified.
The horse is like conflicted because
I
it's
looked
like
at space a bunch.
yeah, the horse is conflicted because it's like it's a bear, but also this is kind of a weird familiar bear in this instance, so it's like but it accepts. Starts to calm down.
So when do we start going down? I'm tired of being cold.
We have
Well, I think we're gonna be up for a while.
What do you mean more up?
They're mountains.
Yeah, I think.
They
You
keep
realize
going
I'm
up.
from like plains, right?
Yes, they keep. That's why I'm explaining to you that they just keep going up for like hundreds of feet.
Why?
Because fuck you.
That seems a little harsh. I was just asking.
Oh well, you shouldn't question
Jesus.
the gods. Well, I mean that's not necessarily true.
Question them when they need to be questioned, because sometimes they be fucking up, I'll tell you that.
Rhiannon looks at you, Ophalon, and she smiles and she points northward. And past the end of this lake, maybe like a day's journey away, there's like a copse of trees that you can see that's still in this kind of it's not quite a full valley, but it's a low area through the crook of these mountains. And from here she points, and you can see on the other side of those trees where the mountain starts to go up again. So you actually are going to be on somewhat relatively flat ground for a little while.
It's not the ascent that's killing me. It's the cold. I don't like it.
Well, I'm not gonna let you hold the rune, but I'm a little warmer.
It's like the inverse of Beavis and Butthead in the desert, and just like
I'm not gonna let
this
you hold
sucks.
the rune. What a fucking stingy asshole fucking what it is.
Correct.
Right? Ewan is gonna shake out. Shake like a dog. The frost out of his fur. And as he does, he shrinks, and a lot of fur like sloughs off and turns into frost. As he stands up and holds the new jangly bit towards Juniper. Do you mind taking a look at that too? I was excited to get it fixed.
Sure. Juniper takes. What item is this one?
The necklace.
The necklace. Sure. Juniper identifies the necklace.
And I'm going to just attune to the rune for however long it takes.
If you guys would like to take a short, you absolutely may.
Oh yeah, let's take a short rest. We took some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our horses need to warm up too. Like they weren't.
Rest.
They're not doing great, probably.
Okay.
Or horse.
2 hit
I
die.
guess. Bonus probably.
And I'm gonna let D&D Beyond roll these because I always roll these fucking terribly.
Yeah. Let's do
It's not bad. It's not bad.
1 die of each.
I think I'll let D&D Beyond do my next initiative roll. Maybe that'll help.
Dude, sometimes I've been doing it and I feel like my dice are like, all right, dude, chill. We'll give you good rolls for a little while. It's like don't let the tech work us like that.
It didn't apply anything.
So I pressed the roll dice button like when you go into short rest and you hit the things. It should give you. It should open up a 1d8 plus 2 or whatever. You're gonna want to press that. That'll heal you, and then you want to take the short rest and confirm it.
I don't think it did.
Here, hold on. Let me see.
I have automatically apply healing with dice result check.
Did you press this?
It didn't give me that.
So I don't know how many hit die you have, but like say for example, I have already used 2, so it doesn't give it to me. So I had to go up to 3 for it to bring up. So you might already have used hit die, but use however many you have left or whatever. But you should be able to hit this, and then it should heal you. It should roll it for you, and then it should heal you.
Okay.
Yeah, 65 out of 66. That'll do.
Yeah, I was like 50 out of 60 is good too. And I think we have what is it, 10 hit points until what, long rest or is it short rest?
Hmm?
I guess from Mantle of Inspiration, I think is it just forever?
It's just temp HP.
I don't know, sometimes it's like temp HP until like long rest
sure.
or something like that. I don't think it matters for this one.
Okay. Not as much healing as I would have liked. Oh well.
You keep the temp HP until it's used. It looks like it doesn't have a.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at it. Cool.
Okay. I got another thing.
Yep.
For Ewan.
And there are 3 baubles on this necklace.
Okay.
It's a necklace of fireballs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Literally, Juniper snorts.
Yeah.
This is the necklace of fireballs, apparently, Ewan.
Nice. You said that.
Let's see.
There are
This-
3 baubles on it, yes.
This necklace has 1d6 plus 3 beads, but it's got 3 of them, so you can use
Oh,
an action.
yeah. That's correct.
You can use an action to detach a bead and throw it up to 60 feet away. When it reaches the end of its trajectory, the bead detonates as a 3rd level fireball spell. Holy shit. Save DC is 15. You can hurl multiple beads or even the whole necklace as an action. When you do so, increase the level of the fireball by 1 for each bead beyond the first.
And I do
Cool.
stand corrected. It is 4 beads, Ewan. 4 beads. Because I remember I rolled a 1, and it was 1 plus 3 when I rolled it. So
Yeah. Cool.
And then somebody also has a potion jar somewhere. I don't remember who took it.
I
There
think
was
the
only
potion
3
might still be in the box.
Might still be in the box.
I think
Yeah, because the
potion was
only
one
thing that
bead.
I made sure I had on my
Must have
person
been.
was the fire roll. It
Sure.
looked real cool.
It's very cool. There's a little potion in the box. As you guys start trundling off down the road, since you guys are able to take a short rest inside of the cart, as you mosey on along, I'll just go ahead and, for shits and giggles, send Juniper this final item.
Lord Keeper.
Ah, yes, a potion of fire breath.
Yeah.
After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times, or when 1 hour has passed. This potion's orange liquid flickers, and smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out whenever it is opened.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's a vibrant orange liquid in there. It looks like Mountain Dew Live Wire. It's just truly a neon orange. That's what you guys find.
Who wants to be able to breathe fire when they drink this?
Well, that ought to come in handy.
Give it to the dog.
That would be hilarious.
It would be
You
fun.
can give it to your familiars. Friendly reminder to us 3. We can give it to our animal companion. And also attuned to items.
Weird but true.
They
Weird but
can. That's
true.
cool.
Yeah, I think they have the same number of attunement slots too, so they can attune to 3 items.
As long as it's an item they can feasibly use, yes.
Oh,
So if you
hold
want
on.
to, so if you want to
That's
put
fair.
goggles on your cat, I mean that's cute. You can do that.
Love that.
Goggles.
Or a ring on a rabbit.
Amazing.
Put it on his little arm.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, you guys just have
Bangle.
a potion of fire breath. Anybody can keep a hold of that for now. Ewan has taken claim of the necklace. Omenda has tucked the opal away in his pocket and attuned to it. As you guys continue out along the this icy along this icy lake, beginning to leave it behind. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be about an hour. You guys will probably reach that copse of trees by the end of the day today, and then we'll have to pass through it, and then we'll be able to start your ascent again on the other side of it. You guys already rolled for your weather for today, and it keeps up. No new snow begins to fall. The sun is out. It is slightly warm, even with all of the snow. If not a little bit bright from all of the sunlight reflecting off the snow back into your faces. In fact, Kyra, as you kind of, you guys don't spend, I presume, the entire time, or a couple of you get out and do stuff, and Kyra, you start to notice any of your companions that go out, like, they're starting to get snow burn. Just the light, the sunlight reflected off of the snow is just giving them a little pink tinge to their cheeks as they walk. But you press on. Eventually,
Amanda has gathered snow in his bucket, put it in the thing.
drops the gem into it, lets it melt.
Is anyone still below their max hit points?
Yes.
Everybody? Alright.
think
Ewan will
so.
hand everybody Ewan will hand out one magic apple to everybody. I've got 7
Magic
of them.
apple.
Yeah, it acts as a random health potion, but they only last for 30 days, and we've already been traveling for like
4.
a week since 4. Okay.
Yeah, about 4 days.
Yeah, what?
Well, that's right. I remember that.
Everybody munch a magic apple.
Now, what's funny about that is
They are randomly determined to they are random health potions. I think.
I think they're just
are they
random
magic
potions.
potions? They're random
They're just-
magic potions?
They're just
They're
I think
just
random.
so,
random
yeah.
potions. Yeah.
Oh, they're just random potions. Well, we figured
On like
that
on like a
out.
die or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will disperse them anyway. Everybody can grab one. I don't know what it's gonna be. I have no idea what they'll be. But
So you're just passing them out?
yeah, for a moment I thought that they were
No.
for healing, but I forgot that. So they're not.
What
They're
does this
just
one do
kind of
again?
silly. I don't know.
It kind of holds it up to whoever does know.
Which one?
No, like that's the
Oh,
point is we don't
Oh,
know.
whichever one is in my hand. I don't know which one.
You guys do not know what the apples do till you eat them.
Yep,
Oh, I
that's
don't
like
know.
the
Oh, I
whole
thought we
point.
didn't know.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we know
Oh.
is that they're a random beneficial potion.
Oh, but we know that they're magical. Okay. I'm like, well,
We have no idea what they do.
he'll take a bite. Big old honking chonker out of that.
Oh, he's
Big
just
old
going
honk and
for it.
chonker, he goes for it.
Yeah.
It might
Amanda,
be a
roll a
healing potion.
roll a D100 for me.
That's
D100?
hilarious. He's going for it.
Let's see.
This is a funny way to start our stuff.
90.
I'm so here for it.
90.
That's a good roll.
Roll a D12.
It's a potion of Binkus Bunkus.
Uh,
He becomes.
I can
twice
actually
the
roll that
potion.
one. Eight.
8. You gain 8 temp HP. which does
Nice.
not stack with what you currently have. So if you currently still have 5, it overrides that, and it just becomes.
Okay, I had 3, so
You had 3, so it overrides that. It becomes 8.
it's better.
Um,
You see like Mario level up. He's like,
it's a really tasty
Oh.
apple.
Upgrades
Anybody,
people up.
anybody else eating one?
Well, surely
Uh,
that's what all of them do, right?
I
Gotcha,
want to.
gotcha.
I'll eat one.
I do want to clarify, just because it's important. The ruling of this particular thing from the bag of beans is
Uh.
it is one randomly determined magic potion, and one of them is poison. So the other ones don't technically have to be beneficial. They're just a potion. Random. And I have a random potion table that I'm rolling.
Yeah. And we are in travel with a wagon, so we
I
can
forgot
just
one.
put you in the back.
Poison.
Kyra, roll a D100 if you're crunch
If I
munching
get the
on that
poison?
apple.
I'm immune, so
77.
You guys, because you guys did detect magic, you guys, I believe, actually did figure out that one of them was poison and left it behind.
We sussed out the
oh,
poison.
okay.
Yeah. What did you get,
Okay.
Kyra?
A 77.
7. Oh.
Oh, poison.
Yeah. Oh, poison.
Rip.
Bye,
It's
Kyra.
not poison, but you do feel as you drink it, you feel your like whole body just start to slow down, and you get sluggish and tired. Kyra, you gain 2 exhaustion.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
Rough.
Good.
That's rough. I'm also eating an apple.
Okay, D100, please.
94.
Kyra just crossing the wagon.
Ewan, as you
Oh no.
Ewan, as you drink or as you eat this apple, you're eating it, and you're like, "Oh, this is a really good apple," and it is. It's delicious. Kyra, yours was very tasty too. Ewan, where are you eating this apple? First of all,
I
Back of the
would
cart?
presume, because he has been for the most part been bunking with Rhiannon to help keep a lookout as we're
Okay.
driving.
Yeah.
So presumably out front now that we've
At the
been
front of the
rested
cart?
and moving. Yeah.
So yeah, you're driving the cart. There's room for
Oh,
one other person at the front of the cart. We think is up there with Ewan, whiling away the hours. Rhiannon's on her horse,
I
so
was probably the one sitting next to him.
yeah. Kyra, make a perception check.
Hey.
oh
hey.
no.
Oh no.
Great.
You know what? I want bad things to happen
26.
if they don't.
26. You're like, you guys are heading down this. It's hardly even a. It's a trail, and your cart is able to go along it, but it's very bumpy and strange. And there's a point where like the cart jostles a little bit, Kyra, and you look down, and like a bunch of pine needles fall onto you, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you look down, and it's like, "Those aren't. There's no. We didn't pass under tree. Those aren't pine needles." And you look up, and you just see all of Ewan's hair is just falling off of his head, like in big clumps. Just
Oh,
everything.
no.
What happened?
As all of Ewan's hair falls off.
Oh,
Not just the hair on his head, any hair you have on your body falls off.
Hmm.
Now, granted, you are elven, so you didn't have a lot of facial hair,
God, it's a good
at
thing
this
Ophalon
particular
didn't
time.
eat it.
but you have, all of this, the hair on your head is noticeably fallen out, and is now just in between you and Kyra on the seat here.
At least Ophalon didn't eat that one.
Oh
will eat
man,
one.
Weird.
I'll eat one.
Oh God.
Anyone?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Everybody's eating apples. I love this. That's what this is for. Damn it.
I'm
Apples-
cold, but I mean, it's just hair. It'll grow back.
Apples are delicious.
Roll a
My
D100.
head's very cold though, and I don't like it.
Okay.
There's one of these. There's one of these in this whole D100 that if Ophalon rolled it would be fucking hilarious.
For you or for us?
For everybody involved. It would be really funny.
47.
That wasn't it.
Damn.
Oh.
That was it.
Ophalon, you eat this apple. It's very tasty. And then, like, as you're doing stuff over the next hour, you start realizing that, like, you have really good finger strength, and you're very dexterous now, and you're grabbing stuff. And then after a couple more tries, you're like, oh, and you like take just your index finger and you reach out and you touch something with it, and it sticks to it. And it's like you have Spider-Man grippy fingers. Ophalon, you can. You have a climbing speed for the next 2 days.
All right, now I feel obligated to.
Yeah, eat all the apple.
Eat that apple. Eat that apple. Eat it.
All right, how
D100
do I roll it? How do I do a D100 roll? I've never had to do one before.
I just did it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you can do it on D&D.
Badass.
With the extra d10s.
Jesus Christ.
Is it roll the percentile die and a D10?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hilarious, Brandon.
It's your 10s and your 1s.
That's 90.
Mhm.
I swear to God, if I get sucked into a portal to Mordred's place,
Wait, would you roll a 90?
a 90.
That's
Roll
what I
1
rolled.
D. Yeah, roll 1d12.
This isn't the
I
fucking
have to
deck of
roll
many
again?
things. This isn't
Oh,
the
God.
deck of
Next time
many
you roll a
things.
12.
Be calm.
That's a 1.
You gain 1 temp HP.
Okay.
But it does replace
Yep.
any temp HP you already had.
Yes. Actually, they whichever is higher cancels the other.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool. I gotta keep the 5. Awesome. Okay.
Are there
That
any
was
more
relatively
apples?
harmless.
I gave everybody an apple. Eat your apple,
Yeah.
Chum.
Are
You
there
already
any
ate
more?
yours. Yeah.
I think everybody has now eaten one except for
Oh, Philon.
No, I
Ophalon
haven't.
ate one.
I'm
You
Spidey
rolled a
Man.
47.
Right.
He is in fact Spidey Man now.
Me and him are much closer in species now.
Everybody ate one. Some people got temp HP, some people lost their hair, some people are Spider-Man now, and some people is just unfortunately very tired.
Ewan was
Uh,
walking it up.
Kyra did just get ruined by the apple.
True.
Just level 2 exhaustion immediately.
One of the options on this table. How many apples do you have left? 2? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna save it
That's
after the apples are done. I'll tell you the funniest ones that are on this random potion table.
love
Okay.
that.
The rest of the day passes mostly without issue. And you arrive right at the edge of this copse of trees. These trees are numerous enough and around, like, in the same area that this would constitute a mountain forest up here in this little crook.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna have to travel through this. It is getting to be about time to go to bed for this day. But the next day you should just have to travel through these woods, and then you will begin your ascent again when you reach the other side. You guys get camp set up, and
Someone else can do the watch time. I'm gonna put it
She's
Well-
gonna bona go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna
Yes.
take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap right here.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
Ever since I've gotten that thing, I ain't really hurt by the cold too much, so I can take first watch it.
Ewan has used his weaving talents to make a hat out of his hair.
Out of his hair.
For his bald head.
It's all about recycling.
Literally the same. Why are you saying you? There's nothing
Yeah,
different about the
nothing
hair. The
different
hair
at
is
all.
exactly the same.
I just look
Yeah.
at it and I'm like,
It's weaving it into a hat.
definitely not.
just
That's-
gonna
Yeah, it's
be the-
fucking cold.
Yeah,
My
it's
head's
very
bald right now.
hair.
Let it grow back. Here, have all this. And
Yeah.
It is funny though, because as you say that, he's like, "It's just hair," and you look, and all of you see like his eyebrows and eyelashes are also gone, so it's just like
Yeah.
just full smooth head.
Um, I would assume that you gathered like firewood and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like with my hands. I'm gonna go. Well, how about I help you out with this? And I just go, what's that? And I hit and I ignite the fire, so it gets big.
Oh, it ignites, and it ignites so good. All of you actually watch as above the fire, the same rune that is carved into the opal appears over top, and then the flame just ignites. It is Ild. It is the giant
Ooh.
rune for fire.
I Brazinga'd the campfire. I love that movie. Never read the book.
Yeah.
What?
What?
No.
Paul's statement of "I loved the Aragon movie, never read the book" has just shooken. I am shooketh.
Yeah, no, I hate that too. Like the thing was that Aragon is in the same category as like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings for me. Books that are definitely great books or to read as like a youth and like that kind of shit. I just missed them. I assume I got to roll a perception check.
Perception check.
Every
Yeah.
single Aragon book.
The last one wasn't worth it. It was so sad.
Inheritance
Love those
or Murtaugh?
Inheritance.
Okay.
I didn't like it very much.
So that'll be 24.
24. Yeah, you, as everybody beds down, and Omenda, you just kind of sit there, keeping watch on the area as the night descends and it becomes much colder. You do hear off in the distance, echoing through the mountains, you do hear the howling of wolves. But it's very hard to pinpoint an exact direction because you are up in these echoing mountains. At one point, you think you hear the sound of like footsteps crunching on snow, quite a ways off. But then it stops. Yeah.
Would I be able to? So were any of those sounds like very close by or anything like that?
Nothing was within like a foot radius of your camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just kind of chill as long as the
Yeah.
sounds went by. I don't care. People
Yeah.
can be traveling.
Your watch goes unimpeded. A chill night wind does blow in, so that by the time that it is time for the next watch, you are quite ready to get out of the cold.
I'll just before I take my watch, I'm gonna hasha the fire again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw it into the bucket. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, there you go. Boiled frog legs in the morning, everybody. Who's taking the next watch?
Frog soup.
Ewan will take it.
Ewan will take it. Are you going to?
Everyone's just like this with his jerky.
Yeah. Ewan, are you going to watch until morning since you've already gotten your sleep, or are you still going to give somebody else a watch at the break or for the last part of the day?
If Ewan might wake somebody up if he gets bored. He'll probably wake somebody up when he gets bored, but he'll stay
Okay.
awake for that last one.
Ewan, before you roll your
Ah,
perception check, roll a percentile.
a person.
Or I guess a D100.
14.
14?
14.
14 team.
Go ahead and roll your perception check.
55.
Perception. Not actually that great. 17.
17.
Yeah.
There's a cold wind. It's blowing from the north, where it's kind of coming from above and dipping down into these mountain valleys. There's a smell on it, not of this forest you are currently in, but of an older and wilder forest. A few days' journey from here and down the other sides of the mountain. You and your keeping watch around the camp for friends. Lady Rhiannon too has, gone to her trance as well. And you hear voices on the air coming from further in the trees. And it's like being out in, or you are out in the wild. You're out. There's this wind. You just hear voices. At this point, you can't make out anything that's being said. But every once in a while, on the wind, you just catch a sound of a voice further in.
Does it sound like just one voice, or does it sound like more than one?
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so very entertaining and interesting. I am gonna hat around in my shadow for Iris.
Yeah.
And present a little piece of ration into her hand. Be like, all right, food for the journey. And I'm gonna point towards the sounds. I want you to find out what's up with all that.
Okay. She looks at you and looks in the direction you point, and looks back at you and says, "You got it." And she zips away. Are you going to look through her eyes?
I'm gonna wait a moment. I'm gonna look around the camp, make sure there aren't anything encroaching. And then yes, I will do so.
Immediately, your vision shifts into this shadow hair running through the darkness, and you're it's not that bad because you've taken this form before, but you are acutely aware that you're not in your own body doing it this time, so it's like running along and keeping an ear out for these voices. As Iris runs through the woods here, I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
$14.
14. Off she goes. She gets maybe a quarter mile in, stops, lifts her ear up, catches wind of the voices again, recalibrates, heads in that direction. Maybe 15 to 20 minutes of quick running through this forest until eventually voices begin to be heard a bit more. And the closer she gets, more obvious it is that there are two. There are two voices. Up ahead, through her eyes, you can see a clearing in the woods. And there are two figures. Iris stops maybe 50 to 60 feet from there and is listening. And then as a rabbit does, just starts to curiously and slowly, for her, get a little bit closer over time. So you are quite a ways back. From her position, this is you looking through her eyes, but I will let you use your perception through her eyes. See what you see.
That is much better. 25.
25. There is a bright light in this clearing, and it is moving around. Like bright as the sun, just walking about. And as she cocks her ears and is getting closer, one of the voices seems to be attached to that light. Okay. You catch a bit of the conversation as Iris is still slowly creeping forward and doesn't quite have all of her ability to hear yet. It's not a joke, you damn witch. Now why don't you just tell us where he is? It's not that hard. Just a little bit of... And then it cuts out. You could be kind for once in your life, but that would be entirely against your nature. And then it cuts off again as the wind blows about.
Oh, now I'm really curious.
Get closer, I want to hear what they're saying.
Right to the edge of the clearing. Hidden in shadow, do make a stealth check.
Hot action from the stealth section. It was a 17 on the die. Sorry, I have to do math. That's a 26 for her.
Yeah. She gets close and just hunkers down into the darkness. And you have now full view of this clearing. There are currently... hold on. There are 7 trees. Different trees. Of not the same as this pine forest, but just other trees that encircle this clearing. And there is space for an 8th, but there is simply only a burned stump at that space. Iris has crept in and crouched down next to one of these and is just peering out, where you see a couple of figures standing at the center of this you see the bright light is coming from a tall, fair, completely golden elf with long golden hair descending the full length of his back. Despite the cold, he is wearing no furs. He is wearing no shirt. He is wearing the sheerest of silk, like, pants. And it's just, his hair is a tangled mess of locks and dreads, and just like long strands of hair. And also, unusually for an elf, he does have a like a goatee. But the long ears are unmistakable, but they're longer even than any elf you've ever seen before. Long and pointed, and he stands there. He has many like golden rings and necklaces and earrings hanging from himself, and he's kind of just standing there. He's also in sandals, and from where Iris sits, you see the snow where he is walking is melting. So there is no snow in just like these patches where he's been pacing back and forth. And he was the voice that you had heard. Across the way, standing next to a dead tree with a wreath of mistletoe around the top of it, is a figure in a white robe with a hood, holding a gnarled staff in one hand, and perched upon this person's shoulder is a enormous snowy owl with massive yellow eyes that are scanning the area. The golden figure speaks again. Look, this is all fun and games. A joke. A prank. But I know that you know where he is. And you're letting us scatter ourselves all over the damn world looking for him. So why don't you take your little magic stick of prophecy and work some magic and help us for once in your wretched life. Help us. From the cloaked figure, you just hear a soft chuckle. Ah, but Belenus, that is not how prophecy works. Besides, you do not need me to tell you where he is. You see Belenus shake his curled head. It's like, none of your games. I only know a bit about what happened. I don't know why he's not back. That's on you. And I know it's on you. Who else would? And she cuts him off and says, you do not know everything, God of the Sun. And she says this with venom in her voice. But you return with Byra to the north, to her well. You grant me that youth that is under your skin, boy. And I will tell you everything. No. Belenus shakes his head. Unhelpful. Unhelpful as always. Fine. Fine. I'll just be on my way. There's no sense in this. It was foolish of me to even ask you to meet. Though we didn't have to do it this way. You could have just come to the meeting that was called. She chuckles again and says, I do not come when I come when I am asked. Do not forget I am older than all of you. I am older even than this all-father of the others. You do not control the winter. And the winter will have its... You see he, stands straight, crosses his arms, and taps a sandaled foot against the ground. I don't even know why I bothered. Just be on your way before I... Well... Get out of here. He turns and just kind of steps, actually in the direction of Iris, a few steps. Not coming all the way to the edge of the glade, but you do feel Iris shrink back a little bit, keeping with the shadows. Oh, I make her. Byra says, as she begins to turn and head back towards this dead tree, wreathed in glowing mistletoe, golden-leaved mistletoe. And as she does, she says, the answers you seek may be closer than you expect, dear boy. Try a bit harder. She starts to walk, and as she walks through the, just into the tree, I would like you, as Iris, to make one more perception check.
That's a 3.
A 3.
Oof.
Actually, in this specific instance, because of what it is, go ahead and do roll with advantage.
It's
It's
very
so
bright.
bright.
It's so
Yeah.
bright. In the
It's
face.
not even just
That's dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
You feel through Iris, the bristling of fur on your back raising as a prey instinct kicks in, and she kind of hunkers down, and the head swivels over, and as Byra passes into the tree, you see just two lamp-like golden eyes staring directly at Iris before the owl as well disappears into the tree.
I need to get a good owl sound effect. That shit would have hit right there. So.
As Byra disappears, you see Belinus standing now at the center of the glade again, and he just looks like he's lost in thought. This doesn't make any sense. This wasn't... How... And he turns, and he begins to walk over towards a tree as well. Though he does not disappear into it, he actually leans against it and just sits down. And he's just this bright beacon of light here at the center of this glade, just sitting with his back against the tree, and becomes lost in thought for a while. What's Iris up to?
She is staring at the god of the sun, evidently, who is just kind of looks like he's going through some shit. And Iris is gonna hop up out of the hiding spot she's in, across the clearing, and then just act like a cute little rabbit.
Just act like a little bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Iris hops up and begins to just kind of slowly hop forward. And you feel a resistance right at the edge, at the barrier that the ring of trees would make. And you watch as she kind of like comes back a little bit, raises up on her hind legs, kind of sniffs at it, then goes back down and pushes her head against it and pushes through whatever this barrier is and starts just coming out into the clearing. You can feel that it is uncomfortable for her. This is very bright light. She is a creature of shadow. But she does her best to act like a bunny. And starts to just kind of hop around. After a couple of minutes of this, you hear a start from across, and Belinus like looks over and says, "Oh." You see he stands up and he says, "Now who do you belong to? You're not one of hers, are you? Trying to spy on me?" "No, the eyes aren't right." And he looks over towards the burned tree with a bit of trepidation before looking back at Iris again. "You're not one of hers, are you?" No, the right aesthetic, not nowhere near the cruelty. And he walks over and just kind of kneels down and looks at Iris as Iris looks up at him, wincing as truly the sun walks closer and closer. "Well, whoever you are, I'm on the look. I'm still going around. Nothing was very fruitful in Lurinel. He must still be on the island somewhere. I'm doing my best. It is the height of summer. I have other things I could be doing. I could be partying with Angus down in the forest below. Also, there are rumors of dragon north. Terrible business. But I'm not shirking. I know it is of utmost importance that the Lord of Oak be found."
Iris cocks her head at that comment. And she's gonna hop over. I assume there's an oak tree.
There is, yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna hop over to it and just sit in front of it. And like start grooming her arms. I think. She's gonna do that series of things.
I love getting to roll insight checks for gods.
Right? I love playing charades with a familiar.
See, Belinus kind of looks over. He just, yes, as I said, I'm working on it. And she just sits there and begins to groom. He cocks his head a little bit, And he walks over briskly, the light shining once again as he kneels down and he looks at the rabbit again. I swear, by everything, if this is your idea of a June, it's not very fun. And he, you see, a sheen pass over his eyes. A familiar look is like you've seen from any of your allies that have cast, a detect magic around. And he looks and he says, huh. And yet still no. He just stands to his full height again. If anyone is looking for me, I will be at the court of King Angus. And he turns and he heads back towards his tree. But and he walks up to his tree and passes into it, and the entire glade is immediately shrouded in darkness. The only light remaining coming from the soft glow of golden leaves of mistletoe at the tree that Byra disappeared through.
And it's only been an hour since my watch started, right?
Yeah,
If even.
that, yeah. I
Oh.
mean, yeah, an hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Ewan opens his eyes in the camp. Shit, I don't want to wait. Ewan is just gonna cross his arms and impatiently tap his foot as he waits for the appropriate time to wake someone. And tell Iris to stay where she is.
Got it. The tree that Belinus disappears into is it is a cypress tree. Not exactly your common mountain evergreen, but is related to coniferous trees. Iris stays where she is. The rest of your watch goes unimpeded until it was about time for you to wake a third person for the final watch. Lady Rhiannon does wake by default.
Hey, Lady Rhiannon, it's awesome that you're awake. Keep an eye on the camp. And Ewan is stood up the moment she started waking up, not even actually woke up. I found something I was responsible and waited, but I'll be back. And he is gonna take off in the direction that Iris left in.
Heard.
And ask her to start directing him.
Takes you a little bit longer to get there. You're not quite as fast as she is. But you take off into the woods. Oops. A bit of time passes, and eventually you start recognizing things, and you keep getting pings in your mind from Iris kind of directing you until eventually you see up ahead of you a clearing. And darting out into the center of the clearing to be more visible to you even in the darkness, a small black shadow hare.
Kick her up and tuck her into the dark folds of my cloak and tell her she did a good job.
Thank you.
And I take some time to take in the space with my own senses.
It's you feel power here. You look around, you look at the oak tree, you look over the cypress, you see this dead tree with mistletoe growing about it. You see one tree that is, the more you look at it, the more you realize it's not fully a tree. It's like a fossilized tree, but standing upright and still perfect in its arrangement. And it looks like a pine. It's in fact is the one tree that looks the most like all the rest of the trees around here. But you get close and place your hand on it, and it clearly feels like it's made of rock and not of
Ooh. Petrified tree.
deed. You see you see a tree of holly with much hanging, I believe it's called witch's hair moss, dangling from its branches. You see a great, magnificent beech tree. You also see a willow, a hawthorn, an ash, and you see one tree that is now only a stump, clearly having been burned long ago, leaving nothing more than this. I mean, portions of it have been torn out of it. It's truly just the ring of the stump left barely sticking out of the ground.
Does Ewan understand the significance of the space that he's in?
Ewan can make a religion check.
It's -1, baby. 15?
15. Traveling with Kyra, having heard some of her tales and the way she spoke, you feel very certain that you were just witness to a conversation between two members of the Tilwith Teg, the Fey portion of the Pantheon. And this has all of the hallmarks of a meeting place. A place where a moot might be held.
Oh. Right. Did I... I'm trespassing real bad right now. Let's do it some more. And I'm gonna walk up to that oak tree because I've done this trick once before. I want to see if I can do it again. Yes. Sorry. Continue.
Just a second. I will state that of those trees that I mentioned, the rowan was the one that is burnt.
Rowan is burned. Okay.
You walk up to the oak tree. You put your hand to it. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to commune with the tree in the same way I did with that elder heart.
Yeah, absolutely. You approach, place your hand to this tree, and unlike with even the elder heart, immediately you sense a presence when you place your hand to this tree. Like something on the inside placing its hand to yours.
Sorry, that was just more than I was expecting. Oh goodness, I didn't realize anyone was, like, home? If I knock, is that rude? It says this out loud.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not saying anything. I'm gonna... He knocks on the tree a couple of times.
You knock, and it's strange. It's like it echoes throughout the grove as you knock. Nothing happens.
If I place my hand against the tree again and, like, push into it, does that same force that I felt mirroring me resist?
No. You push against it, and you feel your hand start to sink in, and it's like fingers intertwine with yours and begin to slowly pull.
Well, that's surprisingly intimate. And I'm gonna use an action to take my wooden form and let that creep over my whole body.
Yeah.
And we're going back in, guys. We're going for round 2.
You are pulled within. And once again, that just... It's like darkness, but you can still see. You can feel everything out to the ends of the oak leaves. You can feel everything out to the very ends of the roots as they pull water in. This tree is alive, and it is quite old, but still, it lives, doing what trees do. I shall.
No, the whispering was for effect, but what was it that was said, Kyle?
It was the sound of the wind through the leaves.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Right, questions. It was questions last time, too. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm gonna ask it. Oh, shite. When was the last time you were used like how the gods were using their trees?
You feel, once again, as time moves backwards, you go through one winter, and at some point before the previous winter, you see a figure stepping out of the tree, standing a few steps in front of it. A cloak over their head, a large gnarled staff. Not hunched like Byra was, but standing tall. The sense you're getting is maybe autumn. And you see this figure step out, and many other figures all step out of their trees as well.
All right. Okay. So fairly recently, that tracks. That makes sense. Do you know what I am? Everyone has a handful of theories. Am I like a dryad? Am I some sort of weird forest creature? Do you know?
The memories of this tree, you feel all at once 1,000 years of knowledge pass through your mind before alighting at a memory impossible to tell where in this storied realm of history. You see a figure step out of a tree. Small, sandy, kind of brown hair, small horns, just steps out and looks around. And in this memory, you see 8 full trees in this glade. And from the trees that flank to either side, you see others. Small, young. All of them tied to the seasons. And it's not just one person coming out of this tree, it's many. And now many are entering this grove and looking around. with wonder. And though this tree has, well, a word in Druidic forms in your mind. Beginning. The first. As dozens, if not hundreds, of Eladrin and other tree spirits are born here. And this tree remembers it.
Well, that's incredibly, that's a lot to handle. And harsh. Right. If you had legs and could walk around, how would you go about finding the old man of the forest?
You feel the leaves stretching to the sky. You feel the branches and the bark looking, seeking. And you feel the roots crawling through the ground. And that same image, that same pain rips through you again. You feel something sharp pierce your chest. You get a sense of this tree from the roots, from the beginning.
And does it shunt me out again, receiving that memory?
It doesn't. Although you do feel that you are perhaps getting rather close to the end of this little sojourn.
Okay. What's the best way to deal with a changeling? I don't know.
You witness countless numbers of seasons change. As if to say, how does anyone deal with change?
Yeah, that's fair. All right, fair enough.
As you feel your connection beginning to end, and you feel like you're not going to get spat out this time, but you are, you can't stay in here for.
Yeah.
As you begin to feel yourself unmelding here, you get that image again. Beginning. Root. seed. Beginning. With that, you feel yourself stepping backwards out of this space until you are standing much like you were when you first placed your hand upon it, and you still feel what feels like another hand touching yours from within the tree.
All right, Iris, let's get out of here before we get caught.
You hear you and Iris turn, and you see, sat in the boughs of mistletoe, just an owl. A white owl, unblinkingly staring at you, cocking its head.
Is that the same bird that was sitting on the old lady's bow?
You feel a very firm, agreement from Iris, who is now fully hiding in your shadow.
Right, yeah. And it's just checking us out. It doesn't seem angry.
It's just watching you.
All right.
You see a single cluster of mistletoe berries that have grown just at the front of the tree.
Well, that's something there for sure. I'm just gonna go this way. And he pulls out like a piece of dried meat, like a ration of some kind, that he's likely yoinked from Ophalon at some point. Mance has been stealing that jerky
the whole time.
Not like egregiously. Yeah, a couple pieces a week. And he tosses it across the clearing. How about we just pretend we never saw each other?
The owl takes to wing, flies out, grabs the meaty treat, and kind of like flaps in the air there, still unblinkingly looking at you, and you watch as a golden seam goes down the dead trunk of the tree, and the owl just turns and flies, and a small doorway opens, and he flies through.
You got juked, son.
He's gonna tell her everything, isn't he? Right, well, let's get out of here before we get caught. Let's do that one.
Yeah. As you and Iris prepare to leave this place, you watch this doorway remains open. And as you walk away, it just slowly closes.
I'm gonna go back and check on my companions, because I've been gone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna roll a die as he says that out loud as to whether or not we follow it. Okay, yeah, we do. Ewan keeping a surprisingly cool head this morning.
And off you go.
And off he goes.
Ewan, you hike back through woods with Iris, pondering everything that you just experienced. how do you think? How safe do you think Ewan feels right now?
Safe. I mean, I don't know if Ewan really has developed like a genuinely healthy sense of danger. Like, I
Sure.
think as long as he's not actively hearing owl hoots and like the sounds of things pursuing him, I
Sure.
don't think he's really worried as he makes
You-
his way away. I mean, it's like, we should get out of here. I don't want to be seen. That
Yeah.
seems like these are things that can provide consequences to my actions for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely feel from your small companion a fear, like a prey response right now. And it lessens the further you get away from this area. Within a bit of time, you make it back to your camp, where Lady Rhiannon is sat up on the cart, just keeping an eye out. You see she watches you walk into the camp. Says, "Where have you been?"
It's a wild fucking story, and I think everyone should be awake for it.
Fair enough. But they've still got a good couple of hours, so.
Oh, well, I guess you get the tea early. So I was in the meeting place of the gods, and I sit down on the cart, and I tell her everything.
Yeah. And I think that's where we will come to an end for tonight.
Oh boy.
That was wild.
Yes.